about 7 degrees right now. It's about 5:30 in the morning, and yeah, this is typical weather we've been having this summer. We have had a high in the last 2 weeks of about 13, 14 degrees. It hasn't been very warm at all, which is oh, whales out there, which is great. I love it. I'm not a big fan of super hot weather. I know Vancouver, who's south of us, they've had 26, 27 degrees Celsius. You would not be happy with that. So this weather suits me just fine. In the last couple of weeks, we've had a lot of rain as well, some really big winds. We had guests in the last couple of weeks. First set of guests, we had 4 people, kayakers, who came here to kayak. Unfortunately, the weather kind of put a damper, literally, on their kayaking. They did go out one day in the rain, but there were a couple of days where the wind was so high and the rain was pretty heavy, so they weren't able to go out. But I still think they had an amazing time because this property is just so beautiful. Yeah, so I still think they were pretty happy. They were really nice people. And then we had a second group of people, 4 ladies who came in their own boat, and they stayed for 3 days. I believe they were meant to stay 2 only, but the 3rd day, the wind was so bad, the water was so choppy, it just wasn't safe for them to leave, so they ended up having to stay another day, which I don't think they were unhappy about, but you know, people have their lives to get back to and work to get back to, so yeah, but they made the most of it, and they just hung out and chilled out on a windy, cold day. Yeah, but everyone was really nice, and so it's been a really busy couple of weeks. Today, one of the jobs I have to get done is I have to give the cabin a good scrub, and I've done all the laundry from the guests that stayed here, our last guests, so I don't have to do that, but I do have to give the cabin a good scrub. We have new guests arriving in a couple of days, so I might just wait to make the beds until the day they arrive, but we'll see how it goes. Peach has had a rough couple of weeks. She's just been pretty much stuck to the cabin. I mean, I've tried to stay in the cabin with her when I can, but when there are guests on the property, she's on leash or she's in the cabin. I just think that's best for her and, you know, for all the guests. But yeah, she wasn't. I don't know if you heard that, but that was a whale. But so she hasn't been too thrilled about being stuck in the cabin. But, and also too, now that all the guests are gone, it's just her and I again, the deer are everywhere here. Yesterday, we came across a mama deer and another deer, which is female, and 2 fawns, these tiny little fawns. And I had Peach off leash, but I spotted her. I spotted one deer, so I quickly put Peach on leash. And then as we came up to the top of the road, I spotted all 4 of them, and they looked at Peach and they didn't run. They just kind of looked at her. I don't know why. I mean, she didn't bark. She just kind of whined, and she pulled because she wanted to chase them. But she didn't bark at them. But then all of a sudden, one of the deer came up to the top of the road, like as if to meet us. And the other deer took the opportunity of us being distracted with her to take the 2 fawn and run off. So they bolted. And then as soon as that deer saw that they were safely gone, she turned and bolted. It was so cool. I don't know. I thought it was just so cool how she kind of used herself as bait to help the fawns escape. So that was pretty neat. Yeah, so my point in telling you that is that Peach, I have her on leash now if it's kind of, noon forward, because I don't want her chasing a deer. Because if she chased a deer and that thing ran up into the forest, she would go up into that forest and she wouldn't come back until she found that deer. So she'd be gone. So I have to be really careful with that. And they're just hanging around so much lately. Last summer, I didn't see them at all, but this summer, yeah, they're here every day. But it's kind of nice, but in a way, I just kind of want them to go away so Peach can just roam free and enjoy herself. Poor Peach, it's always something, isn't it? Today, I have to move some wood. So I've got a lot of wood split, and I've got to get it stacked. I'm going to be stacking it up against cabin 1, which I know you can't tell because you can't see it, but I'm standing on the porch of cabin 1 right now. It's been so windy and so rainy that I haven't had a chance to split more wood, but there's still that monster pile of split wood waiting to be moved and stacked. So I'm going to do at least 1 cartload of wood today, because I do need to get this cabin fixed up. So I think that's what I'm going to do first thing this morning, is get 1 cartload of wood done. I really want to try and mow the lawn. I know this is probably riveting, but I'm determined to mow the lawn once a week. So Thursday is my lawn mowing day, and I'm determined, because if I don't stick to that day, then I can find other things to do, and then by the time I get the lawn mowed, it's just so long and I can't stand it. Yeah, so I might also do some weed trimming, we'll see. Plus I want to make it look really nice for the guests that are arriving in a couple of days. So yeah, mowing the lawn and getting the cabin fixed up will be my priority for today. We have had a lot of whales this week. I've been so busy, I haven't really been able to get any footage, but today I'm determined. I'm determined to get some footage of whales. I mean, I can hear them out there this morning. It's so challenging to get footage of whales. I can't even tell you, because you hear the blow and you're like, whales, and you get your camera and you run down, and then you stand there for 40 minutes and they don't come up again, and then you put the camera away and you turn to go, and then something breaches right in front of you. It just happens to me all the time. But today I'm determined to get some whale footage for you guys. Anyway, so I haven't taken Peach out yet. I heard her whining from the cabin, just a quick little whine, and then she stopped. So poor little girl, her life is so difficult. So I'm going to take her out and we'll go for a little walk, and then a bit later I will get started on hauling that wood. you.